Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Tuesday, November 19th, 2019, and I'm Ciara Hall. Latino voting, Erath County Commissioner, and more coming up on Texan TV News. In campus news, on Monday, a discussion was held on the topic of Latino voting and representation in the U.S. Tarleton professor Jesus Velasco organized the event and brought in Professor Geronimo Cortina from the University of Houston to speak. Velasco said that it is important to have events like this because in Texas, the presence of Latinos is extremely important and representation of that culture is needed in politics. The discussion was open to anyone outside of the university or even Stephenville to join in the discussion. In local news, from the Stephenville Empire Tribune, Justin Slauson, a Stephenville native, announced that he will be running for Erath County Commissioner of Precinct 3. Slauson, 41, will be running against longtime Commissioner Joe Brown for the position. Slauson was motivated to run for commissioner earlier this year when county officials proposed a tax rate increase. Slauson claims that he wants to get the county back to core values, and he plans on doing so through conserving on our finances while at the same time getting more done than what is asked of him. And now, today's Texas news from the Associated Press. Yesterday, 16-year-old Allen High School football player Markel Ellis Jr. was shot and killed. The suspect, 17-year-old Kamon Smith out of Forney, Texas, was arrested and charged with murder after he allegedly shot into a suburban Dallas home, killing Ellis. Smith was booked into the Plano City Jail with no bond. Now for today's national and international news, we turn to the AP News Minute.
This is AP News Minute. 2 men and a woman were fatally shot Monday at a Walmart in Oklahoma. The Duncan police chief says 2 of those killed were in a vehicle outside the store and a third was in the parking lot. Police are looking for witnesses to the shooting. The Supreme Court is ordering an indefinite delay in the House of Representatives' demand for President Donald Trump's financial records. The order put a hold on a lower court decision that would have allowed the records to be released Wednesday. The court offered no timeline for resolving the dispute. Hong Kong police used tear gas and batons to fight off protesters as they tried to break through a police cordon, trapping hundreds on a university campus. The standoff is the latest dramatic episode in months of protests against growing Chinese control over the semi-autonomous city. And panda fans flocked to the Smithsonian National Zoo for one last day to bid goodbye to Bebe, the 4-year-old giant panda cub who departs for China Tuesday morning. Kelly Dashel, Associated Press, with AP News Minute.
In sports news from the Stephenville Empire Tribune, Tarleton just completed its second straight undefeated season. Tarleton football is entering the national playoffs as the number 2 seed and will host the Lone Star Conference against Texas A&M Commerce. The Texans will face the Lions at 1 p.m. on November 23rd. The playoff will be held at the Lon Reisman Athletic Center at Memorial Stadium. This will be Tarleton's 5th trip to the NCAA playoffs, 4 of which being under Coach Todd Winton. And now for the weather, we turn to Lucas Malone.
Good afternoon, Texans. Today is going to be a high of 80 and a low of 59, with winds reaching about 10 to 15 miles per hour, coming from the south-southeast.
This has been a production of Texan TV News, a product of the Texan News Service from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas. Watch us live on Apogee Channel 2.1 in the dorms at 12:30 weekdays. If you live off campus, tune in on Northland Cable Channel 9. You can follow the Texan News Service on Facebook and Twitter and check out our website at www.texannews.net for all of your latest local, state, national, and international news. Today's broadcast was produced by Lucas Malone, Trey Russick, and Alexis Burkett. Have a wonderful day, Texans.